Okay, good morning everyone, those who watch this video. And this is a class to teach mathematics of class 10 Meghalaya board. And today I'll teach about the application of trigo that is based on according to the embossed textbook that is on chapter 9. Okay. This class is called Art and Learning Class MPC. Okay, myself is Arlalu. Okay, thank you. Okay, before we start this chapter, let's recap about the chapter 8. That especially we need what is formula required in this chapter. Okay, formula required here. Formula required here are trigonometric ratios. Okay, trigonometric ratios and Pythagoras. Okay, trigonometric ratios. How many of them? There are 6. Okay, but I will write only 3 of them. That's the mostly used. Like sine theta is equal to P by H. Then cos theta is equal to B by H. Then tan theta is equal to P by B. Then Pythagoras, maybe everyone have no formula. Perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. Okay, these 4 formulas were used in this chapter. Okay, now before we move on, let's talk about some definition related to this chapter. This is a basic application of trigonometry. Okay, remember this formula? When we solve the problem, we'll use it. Okay. Example, like before we start this chapter, first we have to understand the meaning of line of sight. Okay, line of sight. Line of sight. Okay. Let's assume that all of you don't know the meaning of this, or if you know also, just assume that you don't know. Now consider there is an object here. Okay, consider this is an object located at point P above the ground. Consider this is the ground. Above the ground. Okay, now if one person standing here, we consider this is a person. Now standing here. Now this is a person watching that object, looking at that object. Okay. Now we look, his eyes will raise his eyelid upward. Where he look to that direction, to that object. Now this line, where he look, this direction will be called as line of sight. And let's take this as point O. In line OP is called the line of sight. Okay, now don't confuse what's meaning of line of sight. Now line of sight means a line where our eyes look any object or watching or observe something which is nearby or up to which we can see our eyes. Our eyes can watch. Okay. Now again, before that we need to know what is horizontal axis. Horizontal axis. Okay, now consider this is a ground, or we can call as horizontal line. This also is a horizontal. Now remember, any line which is parallel to the ground, any line which is parallel to the ground or straight like x-axis, then that will be called as the horizontal axis or the horizontal line. Now if there is one line go down, now this will be called as the vertical axis or the vertical line. Now if there is a one person at this point, now watching this object, he looking from here, he looking towards that object. Now this angle will be called as angle of inclination. Mean the line where we look upward. Look, this angle is moving upward. That will be called inclination. And if the angle moves downward, that will be called angle of declination or depression. When we look upward like this, look this object, then it will be called as angle of inclination. Okay, remember this, because we will use when we do problem. Okay, now come to angle of depression. Now angle of depression is when we look like this. There's a one person standing here. This is a person. Here there's a ground. And he watch there is one object here. He's standing here upward, this. Then he watch this object like this. Okay, he watch this object. Now this angle downward will be called as angle of depression. This will be called as angle of depression. Now any angle which is looking downward, okay, watching down, that will be called as angle of depression or angle or declination. Now when if person standing here and look like this will be called as angle of incline, and this will be called as angle of decline. Okay, this will be incline and this will be incline. Okay. Okay, let's move to the name of this chapter. Already taught some basic, but the name of this chapter I didn't write it yet. Now I'll write it. Okay, that is application of trigonometry. Basic application. Okay. Now let's look from your textbook exercise. From textbook exercise 9A. Okay, question number 1. This question is very simple. Now those who have books in front of you, you can open it and look together in that question, because I won't write the question here because it will take time. Or it's better to write. Maybe someone doesn't have a books, it's difficult for him. Okay, let me write the question. Question number 1. A tower is 100 root 3. A tower is 100 root 3 meter. Meter high. Find the angle of elevation Find the angle of elevation. Find the angle of elevation of its top from a point 100 meter away from its foot. 100 meter away from its foot. Okay, solution. Let's first analyze this question and understand it, what is given and what not is given and what we need to find. Let me draw some figure from this question. Okay, a tower. Look, a tower. Now once you saw or see tower, then remember the tower will never stand anywhere, it will stand on the ground or in the top of a building. Okay, let's consider this tower is on the ground. Consider this is the ground. This is the ground. Now the tower stand on the ground. Okay, consider this is tower, okay, AB. Let's take AB as a tower. This tower is how much high? How much is high of above? 100 meter. 100 root 3 meter. Okay. Find the angle of elevation of its top. This is the top. Top of the tower. Find the angle of elevation of its top from a point, from here, from a point 100 meter away from its foot. Which foot? This is foot. Foot of the tower. Oh, okay, away from its foot. Okay, let's take somewhere here. This is away from its foot. Okay, let's take this as A, B. Okay, let me take this point as point C. Now this is away from its foot. Away from its foot. Okay. Now we need to find the angle from this point to the top. Okay, find the angle of elevation. Elevation means we can say angle of inclination or angle of inclination, but mostly elevation we use for angle of inclination. Okay, this is for angle of incline. Now where is angle of incline? From here. From here. Now this is the angle we need to find, theta. Okay, finish. Now did you understand this question? A tower is 100 meter root 3. This is a tower AB. How much high? 100 root 3 meter. Find the angle of elevation. We need to find some angle. Okay, let's look fast. Complete question of the top from a point. Of the top, this is the top. From a point, consider this is that point. This is the point. From a point 100 meter away from its foot. How much is distance from here to here? 100 meter away from its foot. Then find the angle of elevation. Then from this point, the angle of inclination is this one. Okay. Now shall I write this question? Now we just need this diagram. Solution. Okay, let AB is equal to 100 root 3 meter. This is the height of the tower. Height of the H-E-I-G-H-T. H-E-I-G-H. Height of the tower. Then AC is equal to 100 meter. That is the distance of the foot from a point, or distance of point, distance of a point. From where? From the foot of the tower. Okay. Then theta is the angle of elevation. Elevation. This we need to find. Question mark. Okay. Now everything is complete for this question, and the given data is complete. And what we need to find? We already got it. Now we need to find the value of theta. How much it is? How much this elevate, this angle, rotation from here to here. Okay. Now look from this figure. What we have seen. This AB is a perpendicular or is a base. Now AC is a perpendicular or a base. Now remember, this is 90 degree. Now any side which is opposite to 90 degree, any side which is opposite to 90 degree will be called as hypotenuse. Now this BC is the side which is opposite to 90, then that will be called as hypotenuse. Now one more. Now any side which is opposite to theta. Now which is that side which is opposite to theta? Now AB is the side which is opposite to theta, and then this will be called as perpendicular. Now this side AB is called perpendicular. Now this BC is called hypotenuse. Then what about AC? Then this obviously will be called as base. Now this will be called as base. Okay, B, and this will be P, and this will be H. Okay. Now from this question, what is given? Perpendicular is given and base is given. Then what is the relation, or what is the trigonometric ratios of P and B, or what's the relation between P and B? Then that you already knew it in chapter 8. You have to learn it. Okay, we know. Okay, look from here. PB. Okay, PB. Now what's the formula of P by B? Perpendicular by base. That will be tan theta. Now PB is AB. Now B is AC, which is equal to tan theta. Okay. Okay, I'll write this one. I can write this. Now tan theta equal to AB is equal to how much? 100 root 3. Now AC is equal to 100. Then tan theta equal to 100 cancelled and remaining root 3. Okay. Tan how much will be root 3? Okay. Tan 30? No. Tan 45? No. Tan 60? Yes. This will be 1 by root 3. Then this is equal to 1. Then this is equal to root 3. Then then for this root 3 I'll write tan 60. Why? Since. Okay, I brought this figure now. I don't need it anymore. Okay, tan theta is equal to tan 60. Since tan 60 is equal to root 3. Now in place of this root 3, I'll put tan 60. Then this is the angle. Then this also angle. Okay, now equate these two angles. equating the angle, we get theta is equal to 60 degree. Thus, always don't forget, when you finish to write any answer, please do not forget to give the conclusion, because written mathematics is always need a head, a neck, a stomach, and a tail. Okay, now thus the required, this will be the conclusion. Or after you finish to eat food, you wash your hands, then it's also washing your hands. Thus the required angle of elevation. Why I write angle of elevation? Because the question is asking angle of elevation. The required angle of elevation is 60 degree. This will be your answer. Okay, next question will be, okay, let me give you one more question similar to this one. Okay, I'll give you a question which is similar to this, then you can try it by yourself. Okay, you try this question. I will explain the question and I'll draw the diagram, then you solve it. Okay, the question is like this. From the top of a tower of 120 meter high, 20 meter high, the angle of depression of a car, the angle of depression of a car is 30 degree. Find how far the car is from the tower. Find how far the car is from the tower. Okay, first understand the question, analyze it, and draw the diagram. Once you got the correct diagram, then everything will be correct. But that also, you need to know the formula, you need to know the value of trigonometric ratios. Okay, from the top of tower, I told you, when there is a tower, always put ground. Always start from the ground. Then draw a tower. Okay, let's take, this is a tower. Again, same like last question only. Consider this is A, that's a foot of tower. This is the top of the tower. Okay. Of high, how much? 120 meter high. Okay, 120 meter. Okay, the angle of depression of a car. Angle of depression, I already shown you from the beginning. Okay, angle of depression of car is 30 degree. Okay, let's take this is angle of 30 degree. Now this is that angle of depression. How much? 30 degree. Find how far the car is from the tower. Okay, mean from here there's a one person standing and watch that car to this point. The angle of depression is 30 degree. That car will be somewhere here. Okay, C, car, point C. Okay. Now, how far is the car from the tower? Mean how much distance from A to C, or how much distance is from the foot of the tower to the present location of the car? Okay, let's take this as D, distance of the car from the tower. Now, if here is angle 30 degree, then how much is angle here? If this is 30 degree, then how much is angle here? This angle will be 30 degree. You already learned this in class 9. That alternate angle are equal. These two are both, this angle and this angle are both alternate angle. Okay. Then alternate angle are equal. Now again, this is 90 degree. Then this will be hypotenuse. Then this is angle theta. Then this will be perpendicular. Then this will be base. Okay, now we need to find here this base. We need to find base. Then we need to check which one is given. Given is this one. I need to find this. The given is perpendicular. I need to find base. Then we have to find the relation between perpendicular and base. What is given and what we need to find. That we have to take a relation. Here P is given. Then B we need to find. Then we have to find a relationship between P and B. Okay. Let D is equal to AC is equal to distance of a car from the tower. From the tower. And then AB is equal to perpendicular is equal to 120 meter high. This is the height of the tower, Then the given theta is equal to 30 degree, angle of depression. And angle of depression and angle of elevation is always equal because alternate angle are equal. Okay, now I wrote the question. Then I'll just write fast the formula and then complete it. Now I'll jump to the next question. Okay, then we need to find base or the distance. This one, equal to question mark. Okay, we know. Again, what's the relation between P and B? Again, P and B or P by B always is equal to tan theta. Now we need to find B. Yes. Okay. Now P is equal to AB. Now B is equal to base is equal to D. Then tan is equal to tan 30. Okay, tan 30. Then AB is how much? AB is 120 meter. Then D is equal to tan 30. Now you complete the question. You complete it. Okay, now I'll jump to the next question. Okay, let me check one more question. Maybe I'll give you from textbook. You can try it by your own. Okay, now question number 2. Question number 2 from textbook, exercise 9A. Okay, question number 2. This you can try it. Because this is similar to both question 1 and that example question. But this question is asking to find the height of the tower. You use the same formula, that is perpendicular by base, that is tan theta. Okay. Next question is question number 3. A vertical post and level ground from a point in the ground 25 meters away from. Okay. Question number 2, question number 3 also same. Then okay. Now both this question you can try it. Both this question 1, question number 2 and 3 you do it by your own. Okay. question number 4. Question number 4 is also very simple, similar to last question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. But it's only given about the ladder. Everyone knows what is ladder, right? Okay, if anyone don't knows what is ladder, I'll tell you in banana the ladder is jingke. Okay. Let's write again the question. An angle of elevation of a ladder leaning against a wall. An angle of elevation of a ladder leaning against a wall. Against a wall is 60 degree. And the foot of the ladder is, and the foot of the ladder is 9.5 away, is 9.5 meter away from the wall. So stop. Find the length of the ladder. Okay. Find the length of the ladder. Okay. Now again we have to read the question and analyze it and draw the diagram. Once we got the diagram, then everything will be depends on the formula. Okay, the angle of elevation of ladder leaning. Okay, what's the meaning of leaning? Leaning against a wall. Okay, this ladder, consider here, this is a wall, and this is the ground. Now everything which is fixed, denoted with this symbol. Now a wall also is a fixed, we cannot move it, then I'll write like this. This is wall. Then this is ground. Okay. Now a ladder leaning against a wall means put here a ladder, then you will place it like this on the wall, leaning. In penar mean chanya. Chanya looking okay, leaning against the wall. How much is leaning against the wall is 60 degree. Mean the angle here is 60 degree. Okay, consider this as A, then B, then C, then this will be ladder. Okay, and the foot of the ladder. Okay, this is the foot of the ladder. Foot, and this is the wall. Now, foot of the ladder is 9.5 meter away from the wall. 9.5 meter away. Okay, from here to here is 9.5 meter. Okay, that's how it's going. 9.5 meter away from the wall. Now what we need to find here is this one, the length of the ladder. This one, right? AB is the ladder. Okay, the length, solution then. Find the length of the ladder. Okay, I'll write the equation, then we'll write what is required. Now, we already got the diagram from the equation. Okay. Let L is the length of the ladder. Length of the ladder. Because the question is asking to find the length of the ladder. Okay, let's always start with what it's asking. That is better. That is easy for you to remember. What it's asking, that will start. Length. If you ask what is height of the wall, let H is height of the wall. If you ask what the distance, let B is the distance. If you ask length, let L is the length of the any object. Okay, length of the ladder from the figure, ladder is equal to AB. Now obviously this will be hypotenuse, right? From the diagram, this AB is the hypotenuse. Okay, and then what is given? BC. That will be obviously the base. That is 9.5 meter. And from figure, it's better go from figure like this. From figure, now what's the relation between a base and hypotenuse and a hypotenuse and a base? What's the relation? Because we need to find the length of the ladder, the hypotenuse, and what is given, the base. Then we need to find the relation between base and ladder. In last question, we need to find base but given perpendicular. Then we need to check the relation between perpendicular and base. But here in this question, they given base and need to find the length. Then we have to check the relation between this hypotenuse and the base. Because this is the hypotenuse. Because it's opposite to 90 degree. Okay, then base by hypotenuse. Okay, base by hypotenuse. What's the formula? Base by hypotenuse in chapter 8. That will be cos theta. Okay, I forgot this theta also. Here, I'll put here. Theta is equal to 60 degree. Now, can we find h now? Hypotenuse. Okay, base is equal to BC. Now, h is equal to hypotenuse, that is AB. Then it's equal to cos 60 degree. And BC is equal to 9.5. And AB is equal to L. And cos 60, how much is cos 60? Cos 60 is, okay, cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2, right? This is the value of cos 60. In chapter 8 you studied, okay, cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. Now this is this one. Now can you find L from here? Okay, I'll drop this one. Then to find L here, this L cross that side and this cross this side. Now L into 1. Now L into 1. Some people still confuse what is L into 1, what is A into 1, what is X into 1. Okay, remember this one. X into 1 is also equal 1. Then A into 1 is also equal A, but still we are confused. Some, when we ask question, what is A into 1? Confused. Then remember this one. Anything multiply 1 will equal to anything. Anything. Then here, anything into 1 will be anything. That L into 1 will be L. Then 9.5 into 2. 9.5 into 2. 9.5 into 2. Okay. 9 in multiply 2. Okay, 2 into 5, 10. Then 2 into 9, 18, 19. Okay, how many number? How many number after point? Only 1. Then from here also count 1. 1, 2, 3. 3 digit here. But the number after point is only 1. Then I will jump only one number. Jump only one number. That is 19.0. Then I'll write only 19. Now 19 meter. The length of the ladder is 19 meter. Then again give the conclusion. Thus the required length of the ladder. Length of the ladder is 19 meter. Okay, for today, up to here. Then those who like my video, you can subscribe it and like it and share it. Now, so if you have any doubt or if you want a tuition offline mode, those who live nearby in Jawai, then you can contact this number 8731017228. If you have any query or if you have any doubt, then you can call this number. Okay, we'll continue by next class. The next question 5, 6 till we complete this chapter and we'll jump to next chapter. Okay, thank you.